Hello, back again, and today we're going to be playing some Spy again. And it's been 3 months since the last upload, which is pretty hefty, but I'm going to be playing today with my new loadout. As you can see, it's the Enforcer, Sharp Dresser, and the Cloak and Dagger. Almost a normal Spy loadout, except for the gun and the Spy Watch. And no, I'm not going to be using the Deadringer or the Your Eternal Reward. That was horrible, and that's when I kind of started out as Spy. Anyway, let's get going and see what happens. Actually, I'm not going to be going for word. I'm just going to have this gameplay play in the background. I'll talk about a few things. The reason I've been out for so long is basically mostly school, some things with some friends at home, but nothing much I can get through. Though another thing is I don't find myself having much time to record videos, so I just thought might as well hop onto Team Fortress 2, get some survival gameplay, and maybe talk about that. Thing is, I want to talk a bit about how the Spy is becoming today. Basically, the Spy has become most spies you see, like about I think like 90% of them, most of them probably just use the Deadringer. Though Deadringer was supposed what's the Deadringer? Well, if you don't know what the Deadringer is, it's basically a pocket watch that basically if you get hit, it'll drop a dead body and make it look like you're dead while you're cloaked. And when you uncloak, it makes like a loud noise, very loud noise. And basically, I was supposed to give you off, but the way spies use it, most spies, and the way when I started out, I just use it as a shield. That's what it is. It doesn't use not to trick your opponents. It's just used as a shield, just to protect yourself. And it's ridiculous on how much damage you could absorb with that pocket watch. Another thing is, if they're wielding the Deadringer, they're most likely just going to be using it as a shield, like I said, and running around just shooting with their ambassador, trying to get headshots, and becoming some kind of a gunslinging thing, rather than someone that's supposed to use stealth, which, as you know, the spies are supposed to be based around that. And that's not quite it, but then again, Team Fortress 2 has like bunch of crazy different weapons. Yeah, ignore him. Yeah, he was raging in the chat earlier if you haven't noticed. Anyway, there's a bunch of ridiculous items. Some of them requires gimmicks like we all know about the pyro's extinguisher with greaser, set them on fire, switch the BAM, instant critical, which is pretty much can kill just about anyone. Then you have the guillotine with the stun, and then crit, which pretty much can kill most classes if you can do that whole little combo. But some of them are okay, but still some of them just doesn't make sense. Like, for example, the Diamondback. I can see what they were trying to go for. Like, oh, if you destroy a bunch of buildings, you could have like a powerful like weapon right there. But I don't see most people rarely use the Diamondback, but even if they do, I think it's just for show because it does reduced amount of damage, and you only get crits if you destroy buildings with sappers, which is that in itself is kind of annoying. Also, revenge crits for that combo, mini sentries and the Frontier Justice. I think that's what the Frontier Justice is made for, just for purely the gunslinger. Anyway, and that's about it with the Spy. I mean, I think everyone should just stick to either vanilla or just at least go back to the to Invisawatch. There's not much for there. Anyway. And, well, as you can see, also, there's not many gimmicks, but the thing is, another thing with Team Fortress 2 is, you know, is the cats, the whole hat thing. Though it's not that bad, but, it's alright. And, I don't know, I got so focused right there into the gameplay. And I think it should just stick with, like, just stick to vanilla most of the time, but the weapons you get, they're like small upgrades. They're not meant to be like major main upgrades, just small upgrades. And I just happen to use the
Mission ends in 60
Enforcer a lot. Because I think it's like a... It's an okay revolver, but it doesn't shoot that quite fast. And you have to be undisguised to use it. So I think I see it more as a self-defense revolver rather than going to assassinate or pick off someone from a distance. Which I think the ambassador should have been that in the first place. But, oh well. It happens. And as you see, we horribly lose this round, but I am going to get out of it as if nothing happened in the first place. And this is where I'll pretty much be ending the video. It's been a while, and I'm going to start uploading again. So this is Puffut, and I'm out.